It is time, once again, to lock your doors, shut your windows, strap yourself into your favorite comfy chair, and tune out and tune into The Naked Zombie.
G'day and welcome to another episode of The Naked Debate. I'm your host Brad Scott, and joining me tonight, sitting all the way across the other side of the desk, as you can see live live on Ustream. Yes, we are broadcasting on Ustream live, so you actually get to see us and be part of the show. So if you haven't already done so, check it out, go to the website and you'll be able to see the awesomeness that is The Naked Zombie. G'day Liam, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How are you this week?
Oh mate, I am feeling more friskier than a something in a something.
Something that's very frisky.
Frisky is the word. I'm feeling frisky. Hang on, let me just fix this mic up a bit because I'm not getting much volume out of myself. Let me just fix it up. La 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 la. Awesome. And I still can't hear myself. So mate, what's happening?
Not a great March, apart from it's raining a bit outside. And
oh, it is raining outside. It's a joyful weather, which is Brisbane,
It
Vegas.
is.
So we are doing the show live via Ustream, which has proved to be quite popular. And don't forget, folks out there, if we do drop out while you're watching, don't panic. It's just the internet.
the dodgy interwebs.
The interwebs is dodgy as buggery, and we are going to have that problem no matter. And you're going to get ads pop up every couple of minutes, but they're quite short, and you still get to look at my awesomeness, which is the zombie and
You need a bit of a break from the glow
which
every
is,
so often.
Well, what are you saying? I'm going bored. Anyway, don't forget, this weekend we've
got the Zombie Walk, Brisbane Zombie Walk.
Brisbane Zombie Walk. That is correct. Yes, we have the Brisbane Zombie Walk, and we are going to be a part of it. We're going to be out there seeing everybody, saying g'day to everybody, and running around with a handy cam. Well,
Yep.
actually, it's a half-decent handy cam and good photography equipment. We're going to take lots of photos, lots of things. We're going to put a bit of it up on YouTube so people can see what it's all about and why we support it so much, and why each week on the show you hear ads on it, because it is a wonderful, wonderful event.
It is so great fundraiser for the Brain Foundation as well. So
For the Brain Foundation.
raising lots of good money to help people.
Well, you always got to help people. Helping people is the number one thing in life I reckon you should do. And by the way, I'm going to show this a couple of times tonight. Would you like to go up to the camera and show people this awesome thing you gave me today? Check this out, folks. I am now officially... Ready? I am now officially...
Where are we?
Keep going. Closer. I am officially a zombie hunter for Queensland. I have a permit to hunt zombies for 2012-2013. Thank you very much for that, Liam. I think that's absolutely wonderful. So, yes, I can officially hunt zombies now, and I have a permit to do it.
Yeah, no fines.
No fines for hunting zombies. Hey, that reminds me, we're going to be out this weekend hunting zombies, aren't we? Well, being part of the zombie walk.
Everyone's in trouble now. So.
Well, that's spooky.
I think it does tell you on there which weapons you're permitted to use. So
Does it? Okay, these are the weapons I can use. I can use rifles, handguns, flamethrowers, 223 caliber or larger, decapitate and burn all remains. That's it. So watch out for people.
On the weekend, if you see Brad heading towards you with a cigarette lighter, move away quickly.
Yes, that's right. So there will be. Look, Wadsy had a surgery yesterday. He had his hernia removed. He had a fairly decent tear, and we wish Wish Wadsy all the best for a speedy recovery. He would love to have been here tonight to join us for the Naked Debate, but the poor bugger has just come out of surgery. And don't forget, you can also go on to your page and you will see Orbs a Paranormal Event, yes or no. Click the one you'd like to see, whether it's yes or no. And so far it's two no, people don't think they're a paranormal event. But if you think otherwise, tell us. Go to the social stream and you can actually contact us. And hello to all the people who have just started to join us now for the show.
Yep.
Their timing is awesome, as all. I love you all. Anyway, so we're going to talk about photography in the paranormal tonight, which is a really big thing. Now, I'm going to get Liam to sit down and explain to you now what the historical side of photography. Now, all I can tell you is that the orb side of it really only came into it roughly about when?
Oh, I think it's probably only been the last 20-ish odd, 15
You know why?
years.
When digital cameras came about.
Yep.
Man, when you have 35mm film cameras and stuff like that, there were no orbs in photography. It's funny that. I wonder why. Anyway, so hit it, Liam.
Well, historically, it's changed quite a bit as far as photography in the paranormal field goes. And I guess, whilst we've always got, the really old photos that have become the benchmark of ghost photography, like, similar photos like the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall, and, those really fantastic old ones. About a century ago, as far as ghost photography went, it was always very big to have a sitting with like a psychic medium and quite a number of psychic photographers. You could pay your money to sit down in a chair and have a bit of a reading and then have a photographer take your photo, and in the hope that the departed loved one, their face would appear next to you. And that was quite a big thing. And met with sort of, for quite a number of years was very, very big, but met with, a lot of people poo-pooing it, in a very short period of time. And that pretty much went out of vogue for quite some time. It's only been sort of really, the last couple of decades that, apart from people accidentally catching weird anomalies on camera, it's only been sort of the last couple of decades, and ever since digital photography came out as well, that people have really gotten back into actually trying to capture spirits on film. So.
I mean, this is the thing with a lot of photography. We'd like to hear what you guys have to say about paranormal photography. Now, unfortunately, out there is a lot of people who look at the photography and they pick up a spirit or something what they think is a spirit, and they see an image, because the human brain, it's called matricine or pareidolia, where you're looking at an image and it comes up and your brain's trying to decipher the stuff you basically see. And when you start looking at stuff, it's going to form an image or face that you recognise, or certain things. And a lot of people put these up, which I think is great, because it gives other people's a point of view, but it also becomes a problem for these people, because there's a lot of muppets out there who just think pulling these people apart, who go out of the way to put this stuff up and show what they've captured and what they think it is. I mean, the thing is, folks, everyone's entitled to their opinion when it comes to their own photography. If they truly believe this is paranormal and they put it up, they're fine. Normal criticism's okay. Look, I'm not too sure that's that. But being a muppet about it and actually picking these people apart is probably not the best thing you want to do.
And it's not constructive in any way, shape or form.
No, and look, a big hello to our viewers out there. G'day. We can see you. We've slightly changed things around a bit. We're trying to get right camera angles and stuff like that. And we're not quite up to the stage yet of having multiple cameras set up just yet, because I have tried it and it costs too much friggin' money.
We're working on it.
We're working on it.
So anyone out there's got a spare 50 grand that they can throw us?
Yeah, it's good with your money. We want your money. 50,000, happy with 50, 100,000, like million. Just straight in the PayPal, $1 million. They'll be fine, and then I'll get my kid off for you on camera.
Look at that. Set a precedent now.
I will. If we get $1 million donated, I will get my kid off on camera, live, dress up in zombie makeup, and I will do the whole show in the buff wearing zombie makeup.
As a naked zombie. That'd be fantastic.
I really hate if someone actually does that. Great for the show, not so great for my career as a radio host by any means. I'll get in more trouble. No, I wouldn't. I own it. Take that, networks.
You have to fire yourself for indecent exposure.
Damn, I sold myself out again. So what we got is, of course, we're broadcasting live on Ustream. I keep saying that because I think it's very important for people to realize you can do it. Just to quickly getting more into the photography side, when we get more people join us for tonight's show as they all come through. I did a video last night called Hookers and Booze. Now, Hookers and Booze, it was just a title of the video blog. It was more to do with actual telling people we're live, and at the end it comes up with picture of the shirts you can buy from Naked Zombie, and then it goes buy these friggin' shirts because I need money for hookers and booze. Some people didn't actually watch the video, and I've been getting emails regarding, Brad, why are you into hookers and booze? That's like, we thought you were a nice guy. Why are you being... I mean, they didn't actually watch the video. They just assumed because I called it hook. That's the only thing I need. People think I'm into hookers and booze. So I do apologise to people out there who thinks that's what it was. It's not really funny, is it?
No. Awkward moment.
All right, so we are talking about photography and capturing spirits of photography and stuff like that tonight on The Naked Zombie. As we've discussed, a lot of stuff we see we find on YouTube, we find it on Facebook, websites. Paranormal groups always got some sort of photography they've taken of stuff they reckon is paranormal event. And I think it's great. I think you should share this information.
Yeah, and I think it's it's the bread and butter of as far as ghost hunting goes. It's everyone I think who's got a bit of an interest in the field. It's where everyone starts off. Is you grab your camera, whatever make or model of camera it is, and you get out there and try and capture something on film.
All right, so just quickly, they can see us, but they can't hear us. So let me just go into this. Da, 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 da. Just bear with me. That's why. You should all hear us now on The Naked Zombie. Is that better, guys? So that's basically what happened. I forgot to switch it over.
It's the first 10 minutes we were just doing a mime routine.
We were just talking absolute rubbish anyway, and doesn't matter. And I got to realise I got to remember to do little things like this. So if you're watching The Zombie, hello everybody out there. And you have sound now, which is I'm Big Dork, and I just claim it down to being tired and working too many hours.
It was very artistic. It was like a silent movie.
It was. We were actually doing silent film. So don't forget, tell your friends out there, guys, that we are actually broadcasting live tonight on Ustream on the Naked Zombie channel. Come along, join us, and be part of the show.
Yep, interact. Let us know what you think. And
because everyone missed that, we're going to repeat what we've just said. Thank you for telling us to woohoo. Amanda, hello Amanda. So big wave to Amanda. Join us. You got to wave. That's
wave?
Yeah, you got to wave. Yeah, nice. Got to tell
it's in my contract.
It's in his contract to wave. All right. So we're going to go back and talking about photography and the paranormal. And of course, everyone missed the first part of it. I'm going to repeat ourselves. Thanks. And now I can talk about, before we do that, and no one else has heard it. And yes, I did put up a video of hookers and booze. And it's not about hookers and booze. That's the thing I put at the end there. So, no, I'm not into hookers and booze, believe it or not. Even though I've got a bit of a reputation for being a bit of a rat bag in the field, it's nothing like that at all. That's what I hate about life. People are seeing the expression on my face like and going, you're lying to us, Brad, again.
It originally was, but you've put up a new version now.
We got waves back. And look, don't forget, guys, tell your friends we're on live tonight, and we're talking about photography in the paranormal. Now, we're going to talk about, the simple fact is, a lot of photos of people are seen and stuff like that where we're not too sure what it is. We're talking about matrixing, we're talking about pareidolia, we're talking about what people's perception of a true paranormal photo is. Look,
yep.
and the many years that me and you have been doing this, mate, we've picked up some very interesting stuff.
Yep.
In our time. Really cool photos. But unfortunately to say, I reckon 99% of them have not been paranormal at all.
Yeah.
They haven't. They've just been our interpretation. It's been pareidolia. It's been matrixing. It's been some sort of thing that we don't quite understand.
Yeah, so something that's out of the ordinary. It's definitely things that you wouldn't normally expect to see in a photo, but by no means, are they? I guess in its strictest sense, they're paranormal, but not particularly, ghostly paranormal. So
no, they're not. I mean, I'd like to hear people come on the show tonight and go on the social stream and let us know what your thoughts are. I'll read it out. I do have a couple of great emails from people that I'll go through a bit later on tonight's show that have been contacting us regarding all different sorts of things.
Yep.
Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, and I don't have the Twitter account anymore because someone kept hacking it and sending out all this great stuff to people that it just become a pain in the backside. So Twitter account is officially closed down, I'm sorry to say, folks, but I'll eventually get it up and going again later date. But join us on LinkedIn, we're on there anyway.
Yep.
And don't forget the zombie walk this weekend. Sunday.
And going for the Guinness World Record, Guinness World Record attempt.
Guinness World Record.
So I think the previous one sits at a bit under 5,000 officially, but I think they had 15 to 20,000 last year, and they're hoping for more this year.
Yep.
So
and officially we're going to have the naked zombie. We're going to go to the zombie walk. I wonder if anyone shows up as a naked zombie.
Well, we'll see if someone donates us $1 million.
Hey, no, seriously, dude. Yes, like I said before, if you didn't hear me, I will get my kid off live on camera if someone donates $1 million to the Naked Zombie via the donations page, and I will do the show on the buff.
Hat's being passed around already.
there's some sick pervert out there who's probably got lots of money who's going, oh, yeah, I like the thought of that. I like seeing those boys. So I'm not just me doing it, it's you doing it as well, dude.
Oh, I'm in it now as well.
so there you go. Photography and the paranormal. I have problems with it now that technology has advanced to such a stage where it is so easy to fake stuff.
Yeah, I mean, even the apps that are coming out, and they're becoming more and more prevalent with these sort of ghost photo apps on your phone, where you can, put figures into photos and whatnot. So,
well, that's the thing. You can you put all the stuff in the photos. You can actually go through and fake everything, claim it as being a paranormal event, and then you open yourself to all sorts of trouble. Now, there was a gentleman here in Australia. Right, I'm not going to say his name because he probably listens to the show, but I'm not going to do that to him. But he actually caught a lot of footage, and we'll talk about film as well in this because I'm into the film side of things.
Yep.
You know from my past and that, and all the rest of it. But there's a few YouTube videos getting out there where this bloke comes across the most amazing paranormal video, like talking about true on blown. What's the word? Poltergeist activity. And seriously, this guy could be standing in a room in 2 minutes and there's crap flying everywhere. And unfortunately, this poor guy cops an absolute rubbish in. We actually tried to contact and get him on the show, and so he can actually be a part of it and tell us his side of the story and why he gets all this information. A lot of people call him out as fake and that, which is a shame. Yeah, they might be true. He may just be a friggin' magnet we don't know about.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear more information from people who have experienced this in their film and cameras. Also, regarding what people do regards to the film side of it, with their own website stuff, their own TV shows, and all the rest of it. Now, I know 90% of our people we deal with, there's a lot of groups out there at the moment who are producing documentaries, they're producing TV shows, and all the rest of it, because I think it's important they do that. And I've always been a big supporter of Australian content when it comes to stuff like that. But how far do people go to get that really cool bit of evidence or make a claim that we have the best paranormal footage ever caught and stuff like that?
Yeah.
How far will people go, unfortunately, nowadays? I mean, 10, 15 years ago, mate, no one would even consider having a paranormal TV show.
Absolutely.
Like their own going out and doing stuff like that. So I'm interested to see what people have to say about that by jumping on the thingo. I think 90% of people will be honest about it, but I think there probably is that temptation out there at times because it's not easy doing a live show.
Well, absolutely. And
not a live show, but doing any sort of show with the paranormal.
But if you've got the pressure on you to perform, and I mean, God knows, as you go out, you do investigations. You might do 10 investigations and spend 10 all-nighters and catch nothing on 9 of them.
Yep.
And you might get the choice piece of evidence on the 10th one or the 6th one. But out of the 10, it'll only be the one. Yeah. But if the pressure's you're under the thumb, under the hammer to try and get material, there is, I'd say, a huge amount of pressure to perform and be able to throw some evidence up. So,
well, this is a thing that's always interested me and. Look, as people know, I did paranormal mysteries. I was a lot bigger back then. I had a shaved head and a big bow and goatee. So, it was an image thing, I guess. It's what people's perception of what hardcore paranormal investigation. I mean, look, seriously, guys, I'm the biggest dweeb in the planet. Yeah, I really am. Look, I wear thick glasses. I'm not what you call bloody tight T-shirt wearing, good hair. Anything like that, but we kept it as honest as we could, and unfortunately, a lot of what we did capture in that was honest, but it was boring as batshit.
Yeah. At
the end of the day, I mean, it's so hard when you're trying to. You have the best evidence, no one can. You don't know. Okay, this is interesting. Amanda Moon said, "You cannot claim you have the best evidence. No one can. You don't know what other people have." Or have seen. That is totally correct. Yeah. And it is hard to claim you've got the best stuff.
And on what scale do you place that evidence? I mean, how do you compare, one piece of evidence against another piece? How do you compare a photograph against an EVP? I mean, what sort of which one is believed to be better than the other? I mean, it's...
And Amanda also writes in, and I'm 100% disagree with faking any evidence just to make a show look good. I agree with that. Like I said, when I did Paranormal Mysteries, a lot of it wasn't what I call thrilling entertainment because we tried to keep it raw. We just tried, as that happens on the night, there was no bullshit about it in that sense. It was just, but I mean, we only did 10 episodes, and that was 10 episodes too many in my eyes. I would never go down that track again because it is very hard nowadays because people want entertainment and they want to be shown stuff, they want to be thrilled and scared, and where do you draw the line nowadays with shows? I mean, look, I'm still a big fan of the idea of the guys from Whisper and that, and Attila doing Darkness Falls in India because it's a documentary. Right, I love docos on the paranormal because I think they're just the best things since sliced bread. When you come down to pull out, because a lot of these shows do show photographic evidence. Yeah, they take a photo goes up, and maybe a person standing in the corner and stuff like that. And it makes it very hard at times to sort of go, oh, wow, that's really exciting and cool, but is it? This is the problem. And I just don't know nowadays. It's very hard to say, yeah, this is what the show is, this is what it's about. So I'm lost at that one.
Yeah, I mean, and how many times have you seen that on shows too, where they'll put up a piece of footage, they'll show a still or a photograph, and a lot of the time you sit there and you stare at it and you turn your head sideways and you think, exactly what am I looking at?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's it just goes to show with interpretation as well. Obviously they've seen something that's in there that they feel is important in showing, but not everyone will see that as well. So,
well, see, I get about 20 to 30 emails a week just with photos in them of people who have taken a photo of a paranormal event, and I love getting them. I think they're great. A lot of them, unfortunately, are very. You can tell because you can see my big system in front of me. I mean, I do edit video. I do a lot of stuff with photography and stuff like that, and I can generally pick it straight away. But when you start pulling apart layers and stuff like that, you can actually see where stuff's done. A classic one I was sent where was this. There's these people in this room, and there's a shady figure sitting there all alone, and oh, look at this great paranormal photo I caught, Brad. This is awesome. I said, oh, really good. That's great. But when I actually went through it and I actually brightened everything up and I changed the gain on, I got rid of all the rubbish, there was a group of people sitting there around talking.
Yeah.
Because the room was so dark, it looked like one person was sitting there. But when I actually changed it all and actually brought it up, I could see every single person sitting around the table having a chat. And that's what people are copying nowadays. And I know about ghost photos and in that sense where I get sent someone off an iPhone. Right, and they've got this really cool looking apparition sitting there, and they're going, "Look at me, I'm a spook," and it's an iPhone app.
Yeah,
but people are actually passing the stuff off, which is a crying shame. But I know I can talk with a mouthful of wets in it. But another token is I can get photos sent to me. I left scratching my head. I said, "How the hell is this possible?" Like good friends, David Sires from Adelaide Spirit Chasers sent me in a fantastic photo a little while ago, and I couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah.
Seriously, it had me absolutely stumped. It was near a tombstone and looked to be something off to the side. And no matter what I did with it, I couldn't...
Yeah, couldn't find a rational
explanation on how this image got in the photo. And it just blew me away. I mean, I get more excited about that stuff once I can't pull it apart than I do about stuff sent me with this amazing photo of a ghost and stuff. One lady sent me a photo of a ghost girl sitting on a barrel. I mean, oh, that's really good, but I knew full well what it was. I got to think, oh my God, I hate iPhone apps. Yes, I agree with you. iPhone apps for ghost hunters is just crap, and I avoid them with the plague.
Like the plague. Although, that being said, I've seen a number of groups starting to pass them around now, like a cheat sheet, sort of with the 10 or 15 or 20 different ghosts from these apps, saying
they can...
beware of anything that looks like any of these, these misty figures.
Yeah,
so,
right.
And I mean, it's an unfortunate part of the field that people are having to go to those links now to make these cheat sheets and pass them around. So, to try and educate everybody else to look out for that kind of thing, make sure that they're not posting anything, on their websites or their Facebook pages that, is easily going to be torn down. So,
I mean, we get a lot of people who contact Naked Zombie with a lot of information, stuff like that, which is fantastic. I'd never knock anyone for sending me photos of information, stuff like that. Oh, and a big hello to David Snow.
Yeah, David.
David Snow, he contacted me during the week by my mobile, which I'm more than happy, and he's going to send us a lot of information. He's compiled everything for me and you to look at, and we're going to spend some time out there. David, come and see you, mate. Yes, we're going to take some time to come out and meet our fans of Naked Zombie Radio. You write to us, you want us to come out, we will try and get there to these different locations and stuff like that. But look, hey, we all work, we all have jobs. This doesn't pay the bills, so we just we do it when we can. So yeah, David, if you're listening to the show, mate, and you do, we'll be coming out and see you real soon. And thank you again. He's compiling this whole
excellent, and he's got a great site lined up too. So, and he's done a lot of work, put a lot of work into it, getting sort of really delving into the history behind it. So,
and that's interesting. I want to take a good camera out there, and I actually want to take photos of these places and see. And so I'd like to hear from the viewers tonight. What do they think? But it's okay. Another message comes through now. But it is viable for groups to be aware of them, to know what they can debunk. Exactly right.
Yeah.
I think it's great. If someone has a cheat sheet of ghost imagery out there, pass it on to your fellow team members, other groups. And it's really hard when someone comes up and goes, hey, look, I've got a friggin' awesome photo here, and then you find out I've been caught once. One time I was caught out. One time. It was when the iPhone apps first come out, and I got sent this photo and this little girl standing there, and I went, that's really cool. And I admit I got a little excited about it until I worked it out what it was.
Yep.
Because it's one photo and it's just like basically listing on top of it, and you can't really stretch it apart and stuff. But we want to hear from you guys tonight on The Naked Zombie. We want to hear your viewpoints on ghost photography and ghost video. Come and tell us what you think. Stuff is going to come through now, so I'm really excited about. And we want to hear what you have to say. Anything else on that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, as far as cheat sheets go, and I'll give Alan from Eidolon a big shout out too. He's been doing up some really good material like that, and only talking to him just the other night in regards to bugs and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And he's actually setting out on a big project down in South Australia at the moment to catch all the local bugs that he can and get photos of them in flight. And I guess that that essentially aligns with the question that we've got up tonight of are orbs paranormal? And one of the unfortunate factors of nighttime photography is a lot of people mistake bugs for orbs. Mm-hmm. So yeah, big shout out to Alan. I think it's a fantastic project, and hopefully when he's compiled it all, everyone can use that that cheat sheet as well, so they can see different bugs in flight and flight patterns, and anything like that helps you to discern between something natural and something unnatural or ghostly in a photo. I think is fantastic, and it's it's that education of sort of passing that information around too that's really, really valuable amongst groups.
Yeah, look, pass the information around, guys. If you know of anything that's coming through regarding information, okay, I've just got another question come through. What do you think is the best photo? Me in the shower. That's pretty impressive. That didn't come out right, did it?
No. That was a booze and hookers moment, that one.
That was a booze and hookers night. What I think is the best photo? What I think is the best photo is the simplest photos. Just a random photo. A photo which is sort of, I'll put this, a photo that is not doctored, just a simple everyday photo of a paranormal event. I mean, those are the best ones. The ones you capture by accident.
They're the ones.
What I mean?
Yeah,
the ones you totally catch by accident.
Yeah, you do see them getting around on the internet as well. People just, for some reason, they'll decide to take a photo, of their room or something. Just a really casual photo, and it's generally when you catch the best, best anomalies in your photos too.
Yeah, that's right. Best anomalies of photos are the ones you actually do capture by accident, on my viewpoint of things. So, like I said, guys, join us tonight on the Naked Zombie Facebook. No? Ustream. Join us on Ustream. Yes, we're broadcasting.
That's the one.
I must be getting old. I'm Bethel. So we're talking about another interesting fact about is the video side of things. Now, the way video can be doctored, and the best thing for picking up information. Yeah, video. Absolutely fantastic. When you look
Yep.
at a video, you're looking at certain aspects, and it is a lot harder to fake the old video, but then again, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can do up a 2-second video. I can split the screen. I can take the opacity out of myself. I can walk around like a ghost, do all that stuff, while me standing there looking at myself going, type thing. You know, but people do pull that off, which is quite interesting.
Yeah. And it's easy to do, but it's time consuming as well. So, it's quite sad that, obviously people are out there who would, going to extremes and taking the time out to fake them. So
That's right. Another quick question coming from Amanda. What do you think is the best famous photo to depict a ghost? Have to be the woman on the stairs.
yeah, Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. It's always
Brown
been my
Lady
favourite.
Or Raymond Hall has always been my favourite. I don't know if it's true or not, but that is probably... And also the one at the Amityville house.
Yep.
The little boy standing on the stairwell. I've always found that one to be absolutely fascinating because that is none of the... Because I actually interviewed Christopher Lutz on The Naked Zombie. And that was taken after the DeFeo murders.
Yep.
Robert DeFeo, who got done for the murders. And having that little boy standing in the stairwell and no one was there when that photo. That's
creepy little glowing eyes. And
creepy little grown. That would have to be one of my favourite depicted ghost photos out there. What about yours?
Yeah, I'd still say Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. I've always loved that photo. Apart from that, geez, I can't think. There's another
How
one.
about the priest? Yeah, the other
priest there standing to the side of the altar.
Yeah, well, sitting in the side of the altar and stuff like that. There's a lot of priest
I
photos.
was going to say there's another one, and I cannot for the life of me think which cemetery it comes from. But there's the one with the lady in the the white frock who's sitting on a big rock inside the cemetery.
Oh, that one. Yeah,
Do you know the one that I'm talking about? So
Yeah,
just
I do, actually.
to the left of a tree.
Yeah. You've also got the footage-wise of that, I think it was France, where those people are walking up and there's this girl sitting at a tombstone, and then she's sort of semi-transparent and she just turns and looks at the camera. That's pretty eerie. Yeah, I mean, that's like, what do you make of that? There's also been the footage of the young fella who jumps, they see this kid running, jumps into the tree. And just along a cemetery.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah, you don't see the one? Google it. A little boy, you see him in the distance, runs up, jumps up into the tree. People don't seem to see him. Then something a bit odd with the footage, and then it jumps down. So, and he disappears as he jumps down. He vanishes. There is so much really cool stuff out there.
Although we've had some crackers in Australia, fairly recently as well. There's just one that springs to mind. Is that one in Picton Cemetery, with the young boy and girl, right up the back of the cemetery. That would capture definitely no one. The claim was that there was definitely no one in the cemetery that day, but there's clearly a little boy and a little girl walking through the cemetery, right up the back of the cemetery. So
that sort of makes me a bit sad in some ways. It's because I don't know. I'd like to think that ghost children wouldn't be hanging around cemeteries.
Yeah.
What a place to hang around in that sense. I find that a bit sad. In a lot of ways,
Although I guess it's kind of nice to think that if they are hanging around, at least they've got some companionship. So
well, that's right too. It's always a mystery. Ooh. Mystery. Anyway, guys. So yes, we are live on the Zombie. Don't forget to tell your friends tonight. Get on board. Let them know we're on and stuff like that. And we'd love to have your input into tonight's show.
That's right.
Go for gold. Okay, now I think we're about done. Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, Illinois.
That's the one with the sitting,
that's it.
The girl sitting down in the white dress.
Thank you, Amanda. That is exactly right. I just couldn't think of the name of it. And thank you for joining us tonight on the Zombie. And we've got lots of stuff happening. So we're actually going to broaden our little scope tonight on stuff. I think it's important, but we want to hear from you guys. What's your best paranormal event photo?
Yeah.
What's yours? What do you think is absolutely the most weirdest, coolest photo that you have seen? And let us know right in. If you listen to the show via the podcast, on the website, if you're looking at this via Ustream now, you go to www.naked-zombie-scott.com. You can... Did I say hyphen Scott? Sorry, www.naked-zombie... Oh, God. You want to do it?
Have you got it written down? We need to get your cheat sheet.
www.naked-zombie-radio.com.
That's
I
the
can't believe
one.
I stuffed that up about 8 million times. Go on there and you can check it out.
Yeah.
And by the way, the last show I did live on Ustream, I was pissed. Pretty damn near. Did you watch that?
I did.
What did you think?
It went downhill by the second.
Oh, man, I was absolutely cactus. The first part, but after we had to smoke, we were just too tired to do anymore.
Yeah.
But geez, we talked absolute rubbish. Did you like my song?
I did. You should press that, I think.
I should go into music, shouldn't I? I should write music about the paranormal and doing things to my mates.
I was going to say, it's all the rage at the moment. I think all the big sort of paranormal ghost hunters in America are doing albums and whatnot.
That's another thing. Okay, so that's something I want to bring up as well. You've got Zach Bagans, who's released an album. Do you know the name of it?
Necrofusion, I think, is his new album.
Necrofusion. I'm looking at the camera now going, Necrofusion. That's interesting. Plus Nick. Is it Nick? Who's the other guy from Ghost Adventures?
I'm trying to think. Nick, yeah, actually, that was... I'm trying to think. I think that was late last year. He released his own CD. It was music. I think he'd written all the music and the lyrics to it, all to do with ghost hunting and the paranormal.
Now, one band I do love is the Beards. You haven't heard of the Beards? Australian group, Beards. They sing about beards. Nothing about beards. The most favourite song I ever heard was, I'm just getting off paranormal, but the most favourite song I love is if your dad hasn't got a beard, you got two mums. Two beardless mums.
There you go.
It's a fantastic song. That's the Beards. Check them out. They're a great band, great music, and they only sing about beards. So it's interesting. So why do you think it is that these big paranormal groups are going and writing soundtracks on that now, right? Music.
I just think it's just possibly the next avenue of marketing and merchandise. So
yeah, but it's been done before. Look at Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
He's a musician.
Oh yeah, I was going to say if you're ever going to put your finger on somebody who writes fantastic music to do with the paranormal and all the weird and wacky stuff, Rob Zombie would be the definite one that you'd put a finger on. So
well, that's right. You got an amazing Rob Zombie who's written and directed some amazing horror flicks. I mean, these are true blowing, horror movies. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, and they're pretty gore. Like the Devil's Rejects and all the rest of it.
Yep.
This guy is a musician. He is a true musician in that sense. And that's what I mean. He went from music. You look at the Booth Brothers. The music they create, they write their own scores.
Yeah, although
for the docos.
I've not Nick Gross album. I've not heard, but I did. About a week ago, I think they had a preview of one of Zach's songs, and I've got to say, no disrespect to Zach, I love him to bits, but it was a bit average.
Can he sing? I've never heard it.
Well, this was the thing. I've been watching the hype the last couple of months, and he's teamed up with like an electronic music artist, who produces all the electronic sort of music, and then literally the song that they had on preview was like a fairly dodgy EVP session that Zach had done, just talking into the tape recorder, and that's played over the top of the music.
Maybe it's art.
I don't know. I was kind of expecting, because I know that he'd sort of arranged all the sort of the lyrical score for the album, but I was expecting maybe a bit of singing or not just.
Hey, we own a radio show, right? You know what we should do? We should write our own paranormal song.
Fantastic.
We're going to do it tonight. After we do the show, we're going to write our own paranormal song. We're going to sing it, and we're going to put it out there on the website so people can hear. I reckon we can write, because I've got all the gizmo and gear here, to have all the downbeats. I've got a good mic set up. Me and you tonight, yes, we are going to write a paranormal song.
Naked Zombie, the rock opera.
We're going to call it Naked Zombie, the rock opera. We're going to work on it. You happy to do that?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, we're going to do our own rock song on the Naked Zombie, and we're going to play it for you guys. I'm going to put it up, and you can see how easy it is. I'm going to eat my own words by the end of the night. We also got I think it's because it is hard to get royalty-free music to use your stuff, so you write it yourself. But yeah, this is the thing: are they using this to put in their TV shows, or are they using it to sell CDs? Or I mean, look, royalty-free music is actually it's out there everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay a couple of bucks and you can have whatever format song. See, when I did Paranormal Mysteries, all the soundtrack to that, except for the opening titles, was written by my brother-in-law, who's a musician. Him and his mate wrote the opening theme to Paranormal Mysteries. That's what I said he did. He did it for me because he's my brother-in-law. But you can go in there and you can buy all the creepy ass music you can buy. It costs you about $5-10. You can use that royalty-free music because you actually own that section of music then.
Yeah.
But anyone can buy it and use that music. There's so much out there. You got to pay for it, but it is royalty-free. It's not like you can put like a pop song up there or anything like that, unless you're with a big company and you pay the
extensive royalties.
Extensive royalties and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should write an awesome rock song called Naked Zombie Rock Opera. I think we should do it.
Sounds like a plan.
Once we've written it, we're going to produce a music video.
Fantastic.
We've got it worked out. We are going to produce a music video, and it's going to be awesome, and people are going to think, oh my God, these guys have no lives.
We're going to get lots of good footage on Sunday then.
Lots
of zombies.
We've got zombies galore. I'll get them doing the whole... So people can see me doing that.
Yeah, so yeah.
Visually, if you're watching this, you could see me doing that awesome move.
So yeah, anyone who's coming along on Sunday, make sure to catch up with us and you can cameo in it.
Yeah, cameo in our rock opera music video. Next time we the rock opera. No, I'm just find it interesting that I really like their shows. I'm just very interested in why I know they like their music, but when you got blokes like the Booth Brothers,
yep,
who their scores are amazing, are absolutely mind blowing for the Haunted Boy, Children of the Grave. They write their scores and they're absolutely the work in them. They're not simple.
Yeah, it's not a 2-week let's bash some stuff, 10 tracks together and we'll just bung it on a CD.
My God, the amount of work those. If you actually sit down, I've actually bought a couple of the soundtracks from the docos, and I've had them on the show as well, the Booth Brothers, and they grew up with music. Yeah, that was their life, and it was really quite amazing. So I'm really quite interested in that and see how that sort of goes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're
going to do it. We're going to write a rock song. I think it's So yeah, we're going to do that. That's cool. So you are joining us tonight on the Naked Zombie Paranormal Radio. Everything from pop culture to the paranormal and everything in between. We are talking about different aspects. We're talking about photography, we're talking about video, and we're talking about music in the paranormal field tonight. We start off with photography, we went to video, now I'm going to music. And if there's any other things up there you want to give us suggestions on, let us know. And we're doing the show for about another 50. We've been going for nearly an hour already.
God, we talk some crap.
We do. We are like the talk crappers of the century. Love the Booth Brothers. Thank you. Booth Brothers, they're rock stars. I love those guys. Look, to me, I don't know what it is. See, I'm really excited about what the Whisper team are doing in that sense, because what they're going to be producing is, and please get behind them. People out there, get behind Whisper, Attila. What they're doing, Darkness Falls in India. I know Attila's a fantastic documentarian. The video stuff he's produced is amazing. And like guys like Don Mears here in Australia, it's just mind-blowing what that guy can do with footage, like what he did with the live investigation at Monte Cristo
a couple of weeks back.
Went in there. I mean, this is the thing. These are amazing feats in my eyes.
Yeah. And just a phenomenal amount of work that goes into them. Just to provide all of us with that little bit of entertainment and something interesting. But what goes on behind the scenes just to bring it to everyone's phenomenal.
Well, it is phenomenal, and this is it is such a vast cultural difference as well when it comes to this. But you got the guys who are trying to raise enough funds to go over to India. I'd love to see a doco in India.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a decent doco here done in Australia. We have so much stuff here that people don't know about. We've talked about the history side of things and the amount of weird shit that goes on in this country. You know what I mean?
And then, the list is never ending.
Never ending. I mean, we're not... Hey, I'm not into TV. You know what I mean? I'll produce little stupid 3.5-minute videos to plug Naked Zombie, but that's about the extent of it. But yeah, no, I mean, these people are just absolutely fantastic, and they take a lot of time and effort to do. The Booth Brothers, rock stars in my eyes in more ways than one.
Yep.
You agree?
Absolutely agree.
I think so. I think that's awesome. The Booth Brothers are just phenomenal. And look, that's why I want to get, I want to hear what Zach Bagans has written and stuff like that, and I will take the time to listen to it. And I'm sure he's got a very artistic streak when it comes to that. And a lot of music out there isn't your normal pop song. A lot of it is very Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. But a lot of different stuff is very interesting like that. You got to have that continuity.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to have the difference. So I hope, as an Australian, and as someone who loves the paranormal field as much as I do, and someone who's mad as half-cut snake like I am at times, I'd love to see something decent produced that represents this country.
Yeah, absolutely. And, God knows it's been done, for multiple other countries around the world, but it'd be fantastic to see something like that produced locally.
Yeah.
That we can actually call our own. We're not watching it coming streaming in from America or the UK or Europe.
I mean, look at the rubbish we got on TV nowadays.
Yeah.
Look at the absolute crap. Hey, whatever happened to The Shire? Did they shut that down?
I don't know. I didn't watch it to
I
begin
didn't
with,
watch it
but
either.
I was going to say, now that you've mentioned it,
and threw up.
Thinking about it, I realised that I haven't heard anything about it for ages. So,
but this is the thing. So, we love to see something a bit more. We love to see the Australian contact just go maniac. I love to see us Aussies show our support to our fellow artists out there.
Yep.
And also, don't forget other radio shows.
Absolutely.
Like, there are other paranormal radio shows out. So we're just not paranormal, but there are shows out there who just solely deal with paranormal. Yeah, and they put so much work into what they do. It's hard. It is really hard.
Yeah.
How hard is it?
Rock hard.
Rock hard. This is going a bit seedy now.
Yeah,
amen. But that's the thing. It's all. I'm just reading messages out as we read. But I mean, this is the thing. We got to do something. We got to show support for. I love doing the zombie. We love doing the zombie. Zombie's great fun. And if one person listens to it and they enjoy it, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we've achieved
what we set out to do. But there are a lot of other shows out there too, a lot of other radio shows. You got Ghosts of Oz, absolutely brilliant. I've been on that. That was just cool. You got the Paranormal Guide. Absolutely awesome. They do their podcasts and stuff like that, which I love. There are a lot of other paranormal shows out there who probably in radio shows who don't get enough recognition for what they do.
Yep.
And I think it's about time they start getting a bit of support.
Yeah.
And I'll support them.
That's it. Share the love around, and amongst all of them, it gives you something brilliant to watch right the way through the week, and listen to. So
it's funny. I was speaking to an overseas radio host who does another paranormal show, and he says he doesn't listen to other paranormal radio shows because he doesn't want to seem like they're stealing ideas and stuff like that, which I can understand. But what I mean is, I will listen to other shows, not to steal anyone's, but to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
To hear what they have to go on about. I think it's great. No, hang on. Another message, because I really love watching Georgie Shore, Shire. The only way is Essex, not. You have a life, thank you. But that's me. We as a society in the paranormal field, we're huge. There are so many of us.
Yeah.
Why aren't we being catered for?
Absolutely.
Why are we relying on overseas programming? And you can hear my son talking. He's got one volume, and that's flat out. Typical teenager. But the thing is, we're such a large community within the paranormal field. Why don't we have a Australian-produced show on TV, and let's send it overseas as well, and show we can play with the big boys.
Yeah, but produced properly as well.
Oh, produced properly. I'm not talking about crap.
So nothing slap-happy. And I mean, we used to as well. We just haven't had for quite some time.
Screen Test was fantastic.
Well, I mean, look right back to The Extraordinary with Warwick Moss.
I'd love The Extraordinary. Extraordinary was one of my favourite programs. It was so cool because it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Sensing Murder. I got a kick out of that. When I was living in New Zealand, I'd watch that religiously, and it was fantastic. They never solved anything, but it was interesting. It was well put
Interesting to
together.
watch them go through the steps, anyways.
It's funny, they get right to the end point of the show, and then they go, and then we'll find out what happens after that. You know, you have the voiceover going on, yeah, and did they find the body? No, they never found anything, but it was the whole lead up to what they were doing and stuff like that. That was always very important to me. It was the whole lead up to that program, to that show.
But just, I mean, just watching them hit, specific, sort of factors of the crime as well that were known, was fantastic.
Why can't Australia have that? Let's hear from you, audience out there. You're on here. We've got viewers watching us now live on the Naked Zombie. Tell me why. Tell me that you want to see an Australian production.
Yeah.
A decent. Now, I know there are some being produced at the moment, but I want to see him get on national TV. I don't want to see him on a little pissant thing. I want to see him on a network. I want to see him then sold overseas, so the people who are doing it get the recognition that they deserve.
Yeah, something saleable that we can export, as well. Not sort of not something that's sort of stuck on Bris 31 or on a little community TV, really big and professional.
Well, that's right. Now, we just to let people know, if you're watching the ads come up and stuff like that, I'm sorry about that. For us not to have ads, it's about $300 a month. So you're getting ads. We don't get money from the ads, so I'm not paying $300 a month for you to stream. Sorry. I got the free one. Deal with it. Unless someone wants to sponsor us $1 million, that's fine. I don't mind. And I will get Liam to take his clothes off, not me. I was just lying about myself. So, yeah, let's do it.
I was going to say, how are we going on our question for tonight?
Oh, question. Yeah, no one believes in orbs as a paranormal event. I'm going to start a new poll for our viewers out there. I'm going to stop this poll, and something else is about to come up for you. What's a great question? Great question to ask our viewers. What do you think? Should Australia have its own paranormal TV series? Okay. Should Australia, USTRALIA, have its own paranormal TV series? Right, so start poll. So that's it. Should Australia have its own paranormal TV series? I think it should. I'm going to click yes. We have it. Yes. I'm going to click yes on this. Yes. Right. 3 say yes so far. Australia should have. There we go. We have the support. 3 should have its own paranormal TV show. How do we go about it? Let's get some ideas. How are we going to get Australian paranormal? Look, you got good groups out there. You got phenomenal groups who put the effort and work into what they do every week.
Yep.
And they're not show ponies.
No, that's it.
They're not. They're everyday people who love the field.
And for the most part, most of those groups as well, they're not getting a huge amount of exposure either. It's they're doing a hell of a lot of work behind the scenes, and they're not flashing it around. So it'd be fantastic to actually get all that work put onto a video and actually broadcast, so everyone can share in it.
Yeah, and I like the fly on the wall stuff too. I like the fact that you sit back and you're part of it. And that's what I really love about. I know with Ghost Hunters, they've gone from when they first started off, they were very much your fly on the wall. You got involved in the families, you got involved in their everyday life. That's cool. 5 minutes of investigation type thing. I think you should have a little bit longer on that, and then they have the reveal at the end of it. I don't mind that. I like to see a lot more investigation.
Yeah, I think dropping it from, it's always traditionally been like the 2 investigations per, 30 or 40 minute episode. It'd be nice to see it drop back to 1.
There's a lot of work in there, so people have got to work it out from there for themselves.
Although then again, like we were talking about before, maybe it's just that there's a lot of hard work involved to get only a little bit of return as well. So
that's right. That's right. And that's what I say. So if you're listening to the radio show tonight and you're listening via the podcast, you can get online, you can check it out, you can listen and leave your comments and suggestions and ideas.
Yeah.
We've touched on different subjects tonight for a lot of it, but the hour has come to an end, my friend.
We've run out of time.
We have run out of time. We could go longer, but we're not tonight because we're going to sit back tonight after we do the show and we're going to write an awesome song. Once we've written the awesome song, then we're going to produce an awesome film clip.
Yep.
It'll probably be this dodgiest thing you've ever seen, and we'll have to lip sync it, but still it'll be some of ours.
And then we'll sell it for millions.
Millions. Then I'll take my kid off just because I have all that money.
Yeah.
Anyway, so listen, we're gonna. Okay, another thing come for. It's time for Australia to step out of America's shadows and show how awesome we are. I agree. Australia is a friggin' awesome country, and we've got so much to offer the folks out there in the world. Let's stop riding the coattails of overseas programming. Let's start pushing for have our own stuff.
Yeah. And along those lines too, something that is unique, unique and uniquely Australian too,
Yeah.
not just, let's try and, exactly copy Ghost Adventures or...
There's too much of that already.
Yeah.
There's too much copycats out there trying to copy other shit. No. Let's look at individuality and let's see something out there that's not copied. I'm not into this tight T-shirt wearing bloody hair gel crap.
Yeah.
You know? I want to see Aussies, typical Aussies, doing their thing and all the rest of it. Look, I love Ghost Adventures. I love what Ghost Hunters. I really enjoy their programming. I take it with a grain of salt, but it is what it is. It's entertainment.
Yep.
We wouldn't do this show if it wasn't some sort of entertainment. If you know what I mean. That's why we do what we do. But I'd love to see an Aussie side of things doing it. I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Show your support and don't forget, support everybody out there who's trying hard to get something going. They all need our support. They might be the winning people to produce something awesome. Look, trust me, guys, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, right? It is not for everybody. A lot of people out there want to have a TV series. I think it's fantastic. Give it a go. I'm not knocking anyone for it, but it isn't for. Look, I thought I was ready for it. I'm the last guy who should have been on TV. Seriously, I was not the right person for the job. In stubbies and a singlet. Yeah, we just got a stubbies and a singlet. Yeah, big beer gut. The hat with the corks. Yeah, imagine it, can't you? I'm just thinking about it now. You can just see it now. I'm just doing the. I can see it now.
I'm just picturing you.
Yeah, picturing in my mind.
Like a Ghost Adventures-esque setting.
I'll do the voiceover thing. Ready? This week on Aussie Ghost Thingies. What's a good name for the TV show? What can we call it? Aussie what? The Aussie Ghost Stabbers? No. Aussie Ghost. Oh, God. Aussie Ghost Shooters. Yeah, okay.
That works.
Aussie Roo Shooters and Aussie. This week on Aussie Ghost Shooters, Mac and Justin head out to some location out in the bush, armed only with an AK-47 and a slingshot. They're not out to play games. They're out to shoot ghosts. I mean, that's... How cool is that?
Yeah, I can just imagine you in your stubbies and thongs like crawling under a Queenslander, in between the stumps and
stubbies and
dust.
They're going out going, jeez, Bruce.
So pushing the snakes out of the way.
Yeah, I'll just, yeah. I mean, jeez, Bruce, was that a ghost? Nah, mate, that was a King Brown.
I think that's probably half the problem in Australia too. You're creeping around under houses and in basements. It's not the ghosts you have to worry about. It's everything else.
I think you've got to be more careful of the creepy crawlers and the ghosts in this country.
The wildlife's scarier than the...
Yeah. Look, I agree. I think we should step out of the shadows of overseas. And I think we should actually start supporting our local teams a bit more who are trying to get their stuff out there, because one of them could be the one that we need to really get Australia on the map.
My passion's history too, and I think that's really important.
Oh, history's so important.
In Australia, well, I mean, as far as the rest of the world is concerned, Australia doesn't have history. I mean, that's a fairly well accepted fact that we're not seen to have any kind of history because we're so young. But we've got an amazing history, and it'd be great to get some of that out.
Either they think we're a bunch of convicts or something like that.
But to get some of our stories out onto the onto the up to the international level and spread it out there and get the word around too. I think it'd be great.
I think so. So look. Like I said, guys, look, we come up to the end of tonight's show. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to everybody out there tonight. Thank you for joining us on the live broadcast of The Naked Zombie. Don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays nights, you can tune in and watch us if you wish, or you can listen to it via the podcast, as 90% of our people do.
Yep.
But don't forget, the reason we do it this way with the live broadcast, we just want your involvement. We just want to have you guys have a voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not on a network. We run it ourselves. We run it from the little home studio. But hey, it works.
Yeah, gives everybody the opportunity to interact and put your ideas and thoughts out there as well. So
I think it's very important. Anyway, so thank you for joining us tonight on the Naked Zombie.
It's me.
That's your phone. Jeez, I tell you. No. Anyway, so anything in closing, mate?
I guess just in closing, anyone who is in Brisbane, definitely drop over to Victoria Park on Sunday. Come along to the Brisbane Zombie Walk. Donated. So I think it's a gold coin donation to do the walk.
To join us for a great cause.
And it goes to the Brain Foundation. And I think for an extra $15 or something, there's a big concert that runs right into the night as well, and try and break the Guinness World Record for the most amount of zombies in one place at one time.
I think so. Show your support. It's for the Brain Foundation of Australia. Well worth going checking out. It's awesome. And, oh, God, I'm going to miss it. And don't forget Supernova coming up. We're going to be at Supernova. I think I've got to do up an ad for HorrorCon. We'll be in HorrorCon next year. If you want Naked Zombie out to your event or something like that, please get in contact via the website, the contacts page. Just put down, I don't know, don't come to our place, please, and scare the children.
Yeah, you do a mean sausage dog balloon animal.
Yeah, I do a mean
kids
sausage.
Parties.
Yeah, but it's not actually a sausage dog balloon. It's something. Anyway, so we're going to say good night and love yous a long time. And in closing?
You
He's got nothing.
I got nothing. Look at that.
And hello to Andrew out there. He couldn't join us tonight because he's working. I'm sure he'll check this out later. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Have a safe night. Please don't forget to tune in each week, Tuesday and Thursday nights, for the Naked Zombie live on Ustream and also via the podcast if you don't have time to watch us. And honestly, the last video I posted was hookers and booze. No, I'm not really into hookers and booze. I just put that to see how many people responded, and they did. And I got an email saying, Brad, I didn't think you'll like that. Watch the videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the Naked Zombie YouTube site, because we're going to post little videos and stuff, and a lot of stuff's going to be on there coming up in the future, different places we're going to and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's not just for me crapping on for 3.5 minutes, it's also for other things as well.
And that's coming up soon too.
And we've got a heap of new stuff coming up as well. We're going to different locations. We'll be taking our little camera with us, and it's not investigation, we're just going to show you where we go. And we're not going to make it all fancy and woo. It's just going to be basically as what we do. So good night, everybody. Have a safe night, and we'll speak to you all next Tuesday night for The Naked Witness. I'm Brad Scott, and you've been listening to The Naked Zombie. The Naked Zombie, which is everything from from pop culture to the paranormal and everything between. Say good night, Liam.
Good night, all.
Good night, all. See you then. Bye. Is anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there? Anybody there?
It was big and fat. It was on the mat, and it left a scat.
Was that a cat? A big fat cat. A paranormal cat that gave a shat. That cat that shat on my slacks. That paranormal cat who dropped a big fat scat.
That fat cat scat. It left a smell. My EVP caught it well.
That great big daddy paranormal cat. Paranormal cat. Paranormal cat. That big fat bat. Paranormal cat. That paranormal cat. That shat upon my mat. That EV cat. The EVP cat. That EVP cat. It left a shat upon my mat. That EV cat is a ghost cat. A ghost cat that left a ghost shat upon my mat. Upon my mat. Upon my mat. Upon my mat. shat on my mat. Where's that ghost cat? It shat on my mat. I looked here, I looked there, I looked for the ghost cat everywhere, but when I couldn't find it, I got excited. Then I went and I tried to bite it. Ghost cat, shat on my mat. That ghost cat, it shat on my mat. Ghost cat, that ghost cat, that shat on my mat. Are you there, kitty? Are you there, kitty? Here, kitty. Here, kitty. The ghost cat. Shat on my mat. Ghost cat. Shat on my mat. Oh, yeah, ghost cat. Shat on my mat. Oh, that ghost cat. Shat on my mat.